What's up, y'all? It's your boy. You already know who it is. Nightmare 1, a.k.a. Takristi Oluwa, Ayo-Durojaiye, TD, Ayo-Durojaiye. It's your boy. It's the host of the Nightmare Knowledge Podcast. This is the last one, episode 9, practice 9. This is the Villanova Football 2023 vlog. Today's practice, man, put the full pads on, fresh off an off day. And I'm not going to lie, the offense, we were there, but, we weren't really there. The defense, however, they were for sure there. They came out, they had energy, pads was popping. And if it wasn't for Mr. Consistent Luke Daly, it would have been a pretty iffy day for the offense. He had another blur. He keeps going. He keeps stacking. He's trying to play this year, I told y'all, and he's trying to pay for his college. I love how he's acting. And he's going to continue to stack these days, and he's going to continue to build consistency as I've asked him to do so. And I'm really proud of him. He's going to continue to make strides. As for today's episode, I'm bringing in two certain individuals that I think bring a lot to the table for this team in terms of their personality, their backgrounds, two very different backgrounds. One of them is married. Oh, my goodness, he's married. He's married. He knows more than me when it comes to that. And the other is a guy that is extremely, I think, misunderstood by a lot of people. And he's going to tell you, I can explain his name in 5 letters or less. Taz, Philly, Mims. Y'all know who he is. His name is Tyrell Mims. And I got Tanner Maddox in here with me, one of our quarterbacks. It's going to be a great episode. I'm interested in diving into, what these guys think about themselves and how it's going to translate to this team and the success that we're going to have. And, we're going to, you know what we do on here. We talk. We dive. We flow. And, it's just going to come to us. And, we're going to talk about practice a little bit. And then I'm going to let my guys get on here and say their thing. And, you guys are just going to be inspired, I think, by these two guys. They got very different stories. Tanner is a tremendous, athlete, businessman. He's obviously a husband. There's a lot of different aspects to him. And, when it comes to, we talk about overcoming adversity, overcoming the odds, keep pushing, keep fighting. There's nobody that resembles that more than Tyrell Mims, and you're going to have an opportunity to hear from him today. Practice, I talked about it. The running backs, we had a decent day. Run game was going good. The defensive line was going. They were setting the line. They were setting the line of scrimmage. Screens were dead. Receivers were blanketed downfield. And, we just got to build more consistency on offense. And, tomorrow we'll have the opportunity to respond. But without further ado, we're going to dive into today's topic. And what is today's topic? Adversity. Talking about fighting through adversity and your response to it. We're going to start with Tyrell Mims. So let's talk about, tell us about a time in your life that maybe you went through adversity and, how are you going to use that lesson that adversity taught you to, guide you through this season that we're about to have? Because I think it's about to be a special season. And what are those lessons teaching you about yourself now, and how are you going to use that to help us win this year?
What's up, y'all? It's Tyrell, Philly. Y'all can call me Taz, whatever. You know what I mean? Share a little something about myself. Grew up single-parent household. The norm you see in black communities facing poverty. All sisters. So you know how that is. Made me real protective. Made me, if anything, made me step up as a man. Not having to be able to have a father present in my life. I'll say that's what got me to this point now. Always growing up, I always felt like I had to be the one to get things done for my house. And obviously it wasn't like that. I got a very strong mother. Shout out Rashida. You know what I mean? Got it tatted on me. You know what I mean? I love my mom so much. My sister, Talia Mims. All of them, you know what I mean? I think that was the thing that really got me through adversity. And everything that I go through now, like football, every day I wake up, I gotta do this for my mom. I don't want her working, scrambling around looking for jobs. I want her in the crib. She could be living with me. I want a 10-floor crib mansion. You know what I mean? My mom on the first, cousins, sisters on the second, auntie on the third, grandma, you know what I mean, and so on. You know what I mean? So, every day, just living, period. I just look at my circumstances that I had to go through growing up, being just the boy with all females around me and just having to go through with a lot of kids just like me with not having their father around. Although I may be blessed to just be in contact and sometimes my father is incarcerated and having the opportunity to still be able to talk to him and it's different than just not seeing him at all. Some people just don't even know who their father are, So I mean, I would say I am blessed to still know who he is, and he's another reason why I go hard too. I mean, I feel like everything I do is for my family. That's my why. That's my why. Everything that I do for my family.
Yeah, Sav, that was. I appreciate you really touching on kind of the things that make you who you are. I talked about being misunderstood, and Rel is somebody that I've come to grow closer to over the last year or so, and I understand. Like, once you understand who he is and where he comes from, you understand that this is a man with purpose. He just described all these things to you. Like, that's deep stuff that he's talking about. This is a man that shows up every day with a positive mindset and just wants to get better. He's a competitor, and it's all about competing. And in the spirit of competing, Mims has been someone that's always found his way to get on the field since he got here. And Mims, as someone who's been, a rotational guy, maybe somebody who comes in on third down, somebody who has to start here or there, like, as somebody who's trying to expand his role, because you're somebody that I believe has the ability to impact games on the defensive end as well as special teams, because you've proven to be able to do so. So what are you going to do this camp? First of all, tell us how you feel halfway through. And then second, tell us, where do you think you need to get to in order to make those tremendous jumps that I know and you know that you're capable of making?
So, I mean, being on a number one defense in the FCS, that's what I envision. Playing on a defense like that with a room full of about 16, 17 DBs is definitely a dogfight every day to try to be that guy, especially trying to get a starting position. I mean, so every day I preach so hard on just availability. And where can I be used anywhere on the field? We play with 5 DBs. That's our base set. Shoot, I got to know everything about the corner position. All 3 safety positions, nickel, ranger, judge. That ain't something that I was used to before when I first came in. When I first came in, I was just playing a spur position, the nickel, which we call it our spur here. And my freshman year, I didn't play as much. So I'm like, man, let me think of ways that I can be out there on the field, even shoot special teams and everything else. How can I be available just period to be having my feet between them lines on Saturday afternoons. So, I mean, and availability and consistency. And that's another thing. Everything that I do every day, if you're not getting better, you can't be getting worse. It got to be a straight line or going up. You know what I mean? Camp, as of right now, me being a senior now, I'll say, and I think my high school coach just asked me today how was it going. I said it was smooth sailing because to me now, like, the game has slowed down and it's something that I'm kind of used to now. Camp isn't as crazy as you probably exaggerated to be outside looking in. I mean, because it's about composure, just being composed, taking care of your body. I'm in the boots right now. I don't know if you can hear the sound right now. But I'm always recovering. Being in the film room. Coaching other guys, taking coaching from other players and the coaches. Being available, understanding all 5 positions, and staying consistent each and every day. And that's the keys that I'll tell for anybody to have. That's the best way to being on the field.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mims. And, my advice to you and, seeing the work that you've been putting in each and every day, bro, I see that you're crafting. I see that you're putting in the effort to be a professional, not just be consistent, be a professional. You're in the boots right now. You're in the boots every day. I see you doing extra work. I see you doing some form of, personal embetterment, getting your extra 1% each and every day. I've seen it over the last summer. I've seen it over the last year. Let that flow and trickle its way over to your play. I've seen you make hella plays, bro. Not only on kickoff, but on defense. And you've seen yourself do it. You know how to get the ball. Like, All our picks, you're a get ball type dude. See ball, get ball type dude. Bro, never change, bro. You know, the growth that you've had since your freshman year, bro, you find yourself doing things you never thought you would do. Now you're a senior, bro. It's your time. Sev. You're not 2'6" no more, bro. Facts. That's a different dude. You've had so many scars built up over these years. Let those scars turn into your strength, bro. You got all these tats on you, bro. They all mean something, bro. You just talked about all the things that mean so much to you on this podcast, bro. Don't let that leave you, bro. That chip can't go stale, bro. It can't. Because, bro, you got to get paid, bro. Rent is due. Bro, you don't want to see your mother work a day in her life again, and why should she, bro? Why should she? You've seen her sacrifice, and now I see you making the sacrifices to make sure that she doesn't have to make any more. So remember that, bro. Remember your why. And we talk about consistency and remembering your why. We talk about a man who's married. Think about that. Like, he's married. Like, he was 18 years old and married. He's a sophomore in college. He's in our quarterback room. He's somebody who I know is always going to be ready. We talk about staying ready. We talk about being consistent, the things that Mims talked about. This is a guy that has been consistent in his personality, his demeanor, his attitude, his vision for this team. This is somebody that, whether or not he's going to play, he's going to be, one, ready, and two, he's going to make sure that we as a team are headed in the right direction mentally. And this is a guy that, as I said, he's 3 years younger than me. I look up to him in so many ways. He's married. There's so much stuff that I know when I'm getting ready to get married, he's going to be the first person I ask. But he's a guy who's strong in his faith. He's strong in his belief, not only in himself, but in that of his teammates. So I'm going to introduce y'all to Tanner Maddox, one of our QBs here. TM, trademark. Trademark. I say that for a reason. He's a businessman. I'm talking too much. Let me allow him to tell you a little bit about himself. And, you know, Tanner, I kind of want you to answer this question as well. You know, I talk about staying ready. What is your demeanor going to be when your number is called? And how are you going to help us in the ways that I talked about with your demeanor, your character, your attitude, your effort, your attention to detail? How are you going to be able to keep that steady when your number is called and when it's not? And also, please enlighten the audience about some of the aspects about yourself, bro. You're a great person. Please let us all know.
Yeah, what's going on? My name is Tanner Maddox. I'm a redshirt freshman quarterback. I would say the number one thing about just being ready is it's almost like the Brady mentality is the second you get your shot, you can't, it's sink or float. You have no other choice. So my goal and the way I view it is I treat every week like I'm the starter. It doesn't matter whether I'm 4th string, 10th string, 1st string. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be ready because when my number is called, I can't let our team down. And it's really what we all establish as a team is the we over me mentality. Is I don't do it for me. I do it because the second I get in there, I can't let everybody down here. I got 90 plus brothers in this room that I got to take care of when I get out in that field. And everybody's looking at you. Everybody, as a quarterback, you need to be confident. And confidence comes from just being prepared, right? As long as you're prepared, you have all the confidence you need to get out in that field and do what you got to do. We're all playmakers, we're all athletes. But really, the big thing is just being ready, staying ready, and preparing like you are the starter, because a lot of people I'm going to wait until I'm starting, then I'm going to start working. No, it's the other way around. You work until you start. And I just want to be ready to go and help this team to go where they got to go. I got the same goals as everybody else. If I can do my job on offense, that means Mims can do his job and he can get the spotlight he needs to do what he's got to do. And same for you and everybody else on the team. So I got to be ready. And it's really just from my background, the reason my why is, and this is the reason I work so hard, is God gave me a talent. He gave me a gift, which he gave to a lot of people, but he also gave me a passion to pursue it at the highest level, right? So that's what drives me to go in a film room and watch film before we come in and eat in the morning, do stuff like that. And just help out every other player on the team because, that's my why. Is God gave me a gift and ability. He also gave me a platform to help other people. So I want to make sure I'm taking advantage of that, helping people in any way I can.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. We talk about staying ready. We talk about helping others. We talk about being a leader. And those are all the things you embody. I want you to continue to be consistent in that. And we talk about consistency. No matter what your role is this year, what is the one thing you're going to do to be extreme? What is Tanner Maddox going to do to be extremely consistent in this one aspect of his game this year to help Villanova 2023, this we over me championship ready team? What are you going to do to help us in that regard?
Yeah, so a big thing is just like I want to, this is important as a football player, and especially a quarterback. Like whether you're a captain or not, people look at you, right? They're the guy that, like, oh, shoot, something went wrong, something went sideways, but where's our quarterback at? Figure out what's going on, right? Figure out where we're heading to. And I always say, like, my mentality as a quarterback is when something goes right, you point out the window. When something goes wrong, you look in the mirror, right? It's always your fault. Whenever something goes good, it's somebody else's fault. Push it out, right? And that is mentality. It keeps you humble and keeps you on the same line. You want to be flat. And not flat in energy, but you want to be flat as a quarterback. Like when it's really, really good, people want to look at you and you say, hey, it's not over. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. When it's bad, you want them to look at you and go, let's go, keep going. It's the same thing. You want to be a flat guy. If you're up and down, so is the team, right? You need them to be consistent and have one guy that they can kind of latch onto and say, let's come back down. Let's keep doing what we got to do. So, like, that's what my role needs to be. And whether my number is called or not, I'm going to be the best teammate that I can be. And that's my role. I can help us win by being a really, really, really good teammate, right? I can go and help our players that are starting. I can go get them extra catches after practice. I can go and help some other quarterbacks with reads and stuff like that. Go watch film with them. It just embodies the we over me, and just putting everybody else above yourself. And when your time comes, you're gonna ball out. That's what you've done your whole life.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And we talk about a lot of these things being ready. And my advice to you is that no matter what, like, stay sharp mentally. Stay consistent in your film study. Stay consistent in your technique when you throw the ball. Stay consistent in your technique when you're carrying out your fakes, when you're going through your progressions. All that stuff, that's going to help us win. And my personal challenge to you is that whether your number is called or not, whether it's you or it's Connor or whoever, your job is to make sure whoever is out there, their body language is good and that they're staying sharp. Their job is the leader. Quarterbacks lead. First string through fifth. I don't care who you are. You got a red jersey on at practice, you lead. It starts with you, Tanner, because I know you're capable of it. From day one, bro, you get it. You're somebody who just gets it, bro. The talks that we've had, bro, you're I keep saying, bro, you're married, you're a businessman. Bro, you're so mature for your age. Use it, bro, because this team needs it. Because we have a lot of young guys that are going to have to step up and play. Like, Mims is a senior, but, like, on the field in terms, like, he's a young guy in terms of reps. He's going to get his reps up this year. And he's going to ball, but we need the maturity of guys like Mims who've been here and seen the championship mode. And guys like you who understand it mentally and haven't experienced it but are ready. You're ready to experience championship pedigree because you have it in you. I challenge you to keep us as a team, as an offense, the quarterback room, consistent in our body language, our preparation, and our mentality. Because that's what we need. We have to attack, bro. We got to go. Bombs away. We got to go. We got to go. And that's my challenge to you. And I appreciate these two guys coming on. I'm going to ask them each one more question before we wrap this up. But, talking about the consistency, being ready, these two guys, very different backgrounds, but they're guys that get it. They understand the process. They understand the aspect of being ready. I guarantee you half the time when Tyrell Mims went out and started last year, you couldn't tell whether he was a backup or not. You couldn't because he was out there catching over-the-shoulder picks like he was a wide receiver, doing it multiple times, and he was making plays on third down. Every third down. If I saw a receiver coming across on that little mesh, Mims, they love to run mesh on third and short. All the time. Bunch set. It's easy. Mims is sitting there in that slot, and he's coming down, and he's making that play every time. Mims, keep making those plays. Keep stealing those. Bro, you steal signals so easy. Like, I watch you do it. It's so easy. Keep being consistent, guys. And my last question to you would be, what's the for me, I feel like by the end of this camp, we should be about 95% where we need to be. The way we're stacking these days, like Mims, the defense looked good today. Like, y'all looked good today. What do you think that last 5% is? Because I always think that last 5% comes and get adrenaline, all that stuff. What do you guys think that final piece is that we need to take ourselves to the next level, to be prepared to be championship ready? Not only that, what are you going to do to make sure that we get there? We'll start with you, Mims.
So this summer we started to grow more in the we over me thing, and I think that's the thing that we've got to make click for that last 95%. That first 95, that's all the talent that we got. Everybody in the room could ball. Everybody in every single position room could ball. But that last 5% was going to make it successful is if we could all do it together, if we could all do it at the same time. And if we going to go through some trials and tribulations, ain't no such thing as perfect. We want to be 11-0, 12-0, whatever it is. But what happened if we get hit with their first L? How we all going to react? How we all going to keep it up? And that's something that I individually would try to help bring to the team with, I'll say, us getting through hard times together and keeping, like we said, you got to be straight. Like the whole team, it got to be a straight line. We can't go up and down. We're going to have a good, like he just said, the defense had a good day today, a great day today. Can we keep having that great day? We going against a crazy behind offense every day. The offense know they going against a crazy behind defense every day. That don't mean they could take some days off. Now, if you won't get defeated some days, but can you keep it going? Can you keep it going? You get hit with an L one day. Offense thinking like, all right, we got to come back stronger the next day. They ain't like, dang, they got us today. Damn, that's what it is. No, they coming back to kick us in the behind tomorrow. But it's a fight. It's a fight every day to try to be perfect. You won't be perfect, but it's a fight to be perfect every day. That's how I go about it myself, and that's what I need for the team to do as a group. So that's what that last 5% is. If we could all make it click together, keep it going whenever we face some hard times, how high can we stay? You know what I mean, I say every day to the defense, this shit is about the survival of the fittest, who could last the longest. You know what I mean, who try and play all the way to February. You know what I mean, whenever the Texas game is. You know what I mean, I told the first day of camp, I told the defense, I said, I envision us playing in Texas. The first thing I said, but it's going to start with each and every 97, 8, however many guys we got on this team in this locker room. It's going to take for every single guy to step up, no matter if you're a young boy, you're a freshman, to all the way up to a 6th or 7th year, however young or old you are, you all got to step up and be the better man that you were from last year. Last year we went 6-5. That's way below the standard that we hold to. We need to be at that standard and expand, go above that. But it's going to take, like I said, I'm going to keep saying it, each and every one of us. And that's why me individually, I'm going to try to bring that and explain each and every day and try to get everybody on the same boat with me so we can complete that 5% and make it a bean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right off that. I don't think that I think the best situation is to be at 95%. I think that's where we got to stay, is that we're still hungry for that 100%. We're never going to be 100%. You know, if it was 100%, if everybody always did their job on a football field, nobody would want to fucking watch it. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. It's a real job. But it would 0 yards every play if everybody just did their assignment, right? So, that's part of the game. It's like what Mims was saying, just be ready to roll. Just go with the ebbs and flows of the game. You got to be able to rock with it. And I think it's being at 95%, whether we kick somebody's butt and we beat them by 70 points or we lose by 70, right? We got to be chasing that extra 5% and say, hey, what can we do to be better? Because that's what's going to get you into that game in January when we're playing down in Frisco, Texas, on the biggest stage you can on our platform, right? So that's what we got to chase after, and that's what that 5% is. It's just saying, there's more at all times, whether we're 11-0 or we're struggling throughout the season. There's always more, right? And that's what we have to chase, and that comes on the individual level as well, right? Like if we get 90, I don't even know how many guys we got, 90 plus dudes all heading in the same direction, saying I got more on an individual level. If Mims start going hard on defense, I have no other choice on the offense but to keep going hard, or else we're gonna have days like today, where the defense got us, right? But I'm coming tomorrow because I know I got another 5% that I can give Mims tomorrow to come out on top. So that's that's what we need, is to be pursuing that 5% at all times.
Thank you guys so much. These are two of my, I don't know, I got a special place in my heart for both of these guys. They both have an impact on my life. They're both going to have an impact on this team. I'm telling y'all, we're destined for greatness. What's going on here is special. I really can't describe it. They did their best. I'll always do my best, but what we're really experiencing right now in this camp is really real. We got a lot of different obstacles around us. I wish you could see some of the stuff we got going on around this team right now. It's utterly ridiculous. But we're fighting every day, and we're trying to stay locked in. And these are two guys that are for sure going to help us. A wise person once said, if you want to just be the same all the time, Think of a heart monitor. If it's flat, you're dead. If you flatline, you're dead. So when we ebb and flow, who's going to be the one to pick us up? We want peaks, right? We don't want dips. Who's going to be the one to pick us up? Is it going to be the offense? Today it was the defense. The defense for sure picked it up. They got the win. The practice score is ebbing and flowing. Is the offense going to pick it up? Or is the defense going to continue to stack and stack? But guess what? No matter what, it's iron sharpening iron. So we're going to compete and get better. I guarantee you the best competition I'm going to see this year is going to be Tyrell Mims. And for him, it's going to be likewise. What we got in this room is special. And I promise y'all, listen, we're going to put butts in seats. Listen, I promise you. And get your popcorn ready, sit tight, and get ready because Villanova Football 2023 is going to be a show. I promise you that. And listen, this was episode 9, practice 9. We look good. We look sharp. I'm telling you, we got more practices coming up. Ocean City coming up. I'm telling you, we're going to be prepared. Everything is in front of us. We're going to grab it. Opportunity is there. Pressure is going to make diamonds or it's going to burst pipes. And ain't nothing bursting in here but your bubble. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, episode 10. Catch y'all later. Peace.